Hello to my lecturer Z Fadila. My name is Sidaja and my friend names are Sushiyom and Lee Munjem. We want to present our group project 1, Mathematics for IT Grade A. We choose topic 3, elementary vectors analysis, to do our project. First, introduction of vector. A vector is an object that has magnitude and a direction. Geometrically, we can picture a vector as a direct line segment, whose length is the magnitude of the vector, and with an arrow indicating the direction. The direction of the vector is from its tail to its head. Let's see the picture in this video. The picture shows direction is from its tail to its head, and length of an arrow is magnitude of vector. Next, vector concepts. 1. Equivalence vectors. 2. Unifying vector. 3. Negative vectors minus v. 4 is vector difference minus. 5 is scalar multiple kv. What are equivalence vectors? Equivalence vectors have same length and same directions as pictures length and direction of v and w is same. So, it is written as v equal w. What is unified vector? Addition of two vectors, which is the sum of v plus w. Vector v plus w. In this picture, the arrows from the initial point of v through the terminal points of w. What is negative vectors minus v? In this picture, has same magnitude as v, but in the opposite direction. Negative v is the negative of v. This vector has properties which called zero vector. In this picture, we can see v and minus v is same magnitude, but opposite direction. Vector difference minus. The difference of w from v is the v and w are any two vectors. It also can divide by v subtract w equal v plus minus w bracket. There are two methods to obtain v subtract w. Method 1 shows v w v subtract w. And then method 2 shows v minus w and v plus bracket minus w. The last one is scalar multiple kv. The vectors whose length is k times the length of the v and their direction is same. In these pictures, it shows v and true v. We can see true v is 2 times the length of the v and their direction is same.
Now I want to explain the coordinate vector. Coordinated vector is a vector as an ordered list of numbers that describe the vector in terms of a particular ordered list. The coordinate vector has separated into two different vectors, with each vector in two space and vector in three space. First is the vector in two space. Vector in two space has two vectors with each v and w. In vector v represent v1 and v2, and the w is represent w1 and w2. From the addition vector, with each v plus w equal v1 plus w1 and v2 plus w2. And the next is different vector, which is v minus w equal v1 minus w1 and v2 minus w2. And the last is scalar multiply. K is represented by the scalar. Next is for the example of the vector in two space. This is the question of the vector in two space. This is the solution of the question of the vector in two space. Now I want to explain the vector in three space. Vector in three space is same with the vector in two space. The difference the vector in three space is have three variables, which is v can represent by v1, v2, and v3, and w can represent by w1, w2, and w3. Vector v and w are equivalent, then v1 equal w1, v2 equal w2, and v3 equal w3. This three is the formula of addition vector, different vector, and scalar multiply. This is an example for vector in three space. This is the question of the vector in three space. It can be given by vector b plus q, vector b minus q, and with vector 3b plus 2q. Next, this slide is for the answer of the vector in three space. In three space, it will give different type of question. Sometimes it will like this question is you want to find the w if v plus w equal 1 over 5v. In this question, first you want to calculate the 1 over 5v and represent w in w1, w2, and w3. So you can do by this one and find out the answer. Next is the magnitude of a vector. Magnitude of a vector is the length of a vector. It can denote as magnitude u. A vector of magnitude 1 is called the unit vector. This slide will help you to find out the answer of magnitude of a vector for the vector in two space and vector in three space by using this formula. Next, this is the question of magnitude of a vector in two space, and the answer is given. This slide is for the vector in three space of how to calculate the magnitude of a vector, and the question and the answer is given. Next is the distance between points. Distance between points is represented by d. Distance between points is the magnitude of the vector. This below is show the formula of the distance. This slide is show the vector 2 space and vector 3 space by using the formula of the distance between points. Example of the distance between points. This slide is shown for the vector 2 space is the question and answer of the distance between points. And another slide is for the vector 3 space by using the formula distance between points to answer the question.
Now I will be talking about operation of vector. There are 3 operations in total. The first is dot product, the second angle between two vectors, and the last is cross product. The following are the formula for vectors in two space. The following is the formula for vectors in three space. achieve for us to find the dot product of these two vectors. After that, below is the formula for angle between two vectors. This is the same question about finding the angle between two vectors. As for the first step, we should find out the dot product between two vectors. For the second step, we should first find the magnitude of two vectors. This will be the last step in finding angle between vectors. We should apply the formula given above. As for the last part, we'll talk about cross product and its formula. And the following is a sample question for finding the cross product of two vectors. Just apply the formula given above. Well, this is about the relationship between dot product and cross product. We'll see the connection and difference between two of them.